Right out the gate, let me explain how Google ranks websites, because it's very, very important that this base concept is understood. And it's not hard. You got to think of search engine optimization and Google like playing a party game with the search engine, where the game is you give Google clues about what you do for a living or what a web page is about in this case, and Google will guess what it is you do. Now, the way we give Google clues on a web page for this party game are through various elements on the web page. And if we give Google enough clues, it will guess, oh, I understand you're a baker, or oh, I understand you're a carpet cleaner, you're a plumber, you're a lawyer. And if you give Google enough of these clues, it will rank your website when people are actually looking for those specific types of words. Okay, let's get started. Right from Jump Street, there are some serious things that are going on with your site that I wanted to illustrate to you and try and explain. First and foremost, I don't know if this is an issue or not. Considering that you're going to be selling more cybersecurity services, the fact that when I open up Chrome and it shows as not secure, that could be an issue. The curious thing is that when you go to your URL address, it actually is HTTPS. So some sort of security SSL certificate has been installed from what I can see. But the fact that we have HTTPS, but it still shows as not secure, could be an issue, and that's definitely something to follow up on. This is the home page, obviously. I wanted to show that, notice how in your main area, and this is not an SEO thing, but just from a UI UX thing, I'm noticing that the image or the background video doesn't always play. Not like with other pages on your site. Right now it's just all blue background, right? But if you go to like another page, there's always some image or video playing in the background. So, and here it is, when we come back to the home page, boom, it shows up. So that's kind of an inconsistent experience. Let me refresh the page and see what happens. It goes back to just being kind of a static blue. From a UI UX thing, I would definitely look into that as well, just to improve that professionalism, that polished look. But the more serious things that I wanted to walk through. As a SEO engineer, one of the first things that I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at the lay of the land and see, well, what are you already doing right? What do you already have going for you in terms of how Google sees your website? Well, when I go to do that, I go to Google and I'm going to put in something called a site colon search. And a site colon search basically says, hey, these are all the pages on this particular URL that Google, you have actually acknowledged you have found. Please show me what they are. I'm going to show you what a security agency looks like that I just completed their project. And you do a site clone for them and you see these are all the web pages that Google has landed on and has acknowledged, okay, yeah, these are good pages. I acknowledge and I'm going to rank them accordingly. Now let's do a site colon for your website. Grab the URL here. Take out the HTTPS. Nothing. That's a pretty big problem. When I first saw that, I thought it was a mistake. I did the site colon 2 or 3 times, but it's not a mistake. And now we have to find out, well, why? We go back to your site, and we're actually going to look at the source code of your page. And there is a reason why. On line 30 here, the meta robots, basically the tag that is instructing your search engines on what to and not to do, is set to no index and no follow. That is a big problem. Basically, you're telling any search engine that lands on your site, hey, don't index this page and don't follow any links that are located inside this page as well. The bigger issue is the entire site is like this. Everything is set to about page, no index, no follow. That is a huge problem. And that is the reason why you're actually not ranking for anything. You're not going to get any traffic from Google for any searches, because you're basically saying to Google, hey, ignore my website, please. So right out the gate, number one thing on your list of to-dos is go through your site. I believe it's a WordPress site, so I don't know if it's a plugin that you can do something once and applies all over the site. You got to change this no index, no follow right away so that they do index and they do follow. Because I couldn't actually see what pages are on your site, I kind of had to just kind of go through them on my own and see, for myself, well, what pages are actually on here. So it took a little bit longer, but I did find some interesting information. Now, remember, I mentioned that playing with Google is it's like a party game, right? And we really want Google to index pages that we offer up that are very specific to the topics that we want to get ranked for. And the number one clue that you give Google when it lands on a page is found right here. It's called the title of the web page, or the title tag of the web page. Right now, you have an information technology web page, and that's fine. I would change this URL, incidentally, from something along the lines of, instead of just information technology, which is a very broad term, to something more along the lines of information technology consultant, or information technology solution provider, or services, commercial information technology service. That's going to give Google a great clue as to what this page is about. But on the point of cybersecurity, you're going to want to create a page for every single security service that you want to get ranked, keyword that you want to get ranked for. So I sent you a list in your report of search phrases that I believe would be very good to go after, like cybersecurity services, data security companies. What I would want for you to do is to actually create one page on your site for each of these topics. And there's a very good reason why we want to do this. The point is, you're trying to build an infrastructure on your website that where even if one page only brought you one phone call a month from someone who says, hey, I want a consultation, that's perfectly fine, because we've got 30 pages on our site that are each bringing us, 1 to 2 phone calls a month. Now, I'd like to move on into something that I think you're really going to find interesting. You added the competitor spy package to your gig, and I found some really interesting information. We're going to take a look at this competitor here, Cybersecurity Services. I learned a lot by looking into their website. As you can see, they've got a really good homepage. Look at their title tag at the top, Cybersecurity Services, great keyword phrase. But this is a great way, a great example of how to model your landing pages that you're going to create. Remember, you're going to create dozens of these landing pages. How should they look? Well, improve your security posture. That's not bad. It's a pretty decent headline, but I love how they have content in here. Do you see how they're actually adding enough content so that they can sprinkle more keywords into the text? That's what I would like you to do. Add 200 to 300 words on every one of your upcoming landing pages, because within that content, we want to sprinkle other keywords, synonyms that are going to continue to give Google really good clues about what this page is about. Going a little further, look at how all of their headings are very related to the topic at hand. Again, we're giving Google more clues that this cybersecurity page includes information on network security monitoring and cybersecurity consulting and penetration testing. Awesome keywords that Google, once it scans the text, is going to say, oh, this is really a great resource, so that any one of my Google customers who's looking for cybersecurity, I'm going to offer up this particular page. If we do a site : search on this site, you're going to see something really, really interesting. We went to site : cybersecurityservices.com, and you're going to see like what your competitors are going after. They're going after things like banking cybersecurity. Wow, great keyword. Wouldn't have thought to build a specific page for that specific industry. Another one for healthcare cybersecurity. So as an SEO engineer, I see things like this and I'm saying, wow, I wonder if there's any traffic for banking cybersecurity. How many people are actually searching for that on a monthly basis? So let's actually go to one of my favorite tools and let's look that up. We're going to put up banking cybersecurity. This tool is going to show us how many people are searching for that particular phrase on a monthly basis, which we see is 280. That's not bad. But it's also going to show us the difficulty. How difficult is it to rank for this keyword phrase? Well, it's possible. It's not as low as I would like to see. I like to see things in the green. So let's look for things in the green. Oh, look at this one. Cybersecurity solutions for banks. Even better. It's only got 10, but the keyword difficulty is a lot less. So as your consultant, I would recommend build a page for this particular keyword phrase. Go into the healthcare arenas as well and find out, like, let's find out, hey, how many people are actually searching for that? Think of all the different verticals you want to get into and build a cybersecurity solutions page for that particular keyword topic. And you're going to be really golden. And I would definitely model what these people are doing on their pages because they clearly have a really good eye on the search engine optimization. Now, finally, I like to wrap up with your homepage, because the homepage is your most important page on the site, right? I would definitely look at your title tag. We've already found out that it's one of the main keyword phrases, main clues that we're giving Google for keyword phrase. Right now, it's BLT Technologies, excellence to employ, expand, and empower. We don't want to waste that keyword phrase, right? We got to put something in there that people are actually searching for. So I would change this. Now, I know you offer a lot more than just cybersecurity. You offer a lot more solutions in terms of fulfilling needs for people who have government contracts. So I would take a look at that heading, that title, and change it to something that's a little bit more keyword focused. And then, just like with the cybersecurity solutions website, go into your headings on your page and actually add headings that are keyword rich that match your title tag. And as I look at your homepage, there's not a lot of content here. I would really like to see you add about 200 to 300 more words, maybe add another layer down here where you can add to 200 to 300 more words so that you can sprinkle in a little bit more content that have keyword topics that are related as synonyms to the main topic of this page. Duplicate that process, wash, rinse, repeat over and over and over again. Get a great keyword title, create a page for it, optimize the heck out of it by adding great content on the page, sprinkle synonyms amongst all the content, and keep doing that, because what we're going for is duplicating great pages over and over. So even if we have 100 pages, if each page only brings you one decent referral a month, no problem. You've got a website that's working for you 24/7.